Introduction. Hello, prospect. This is Michael Halper calling from Company X. They say, no, I'm fine. Or even if they say, what is this in regards to? You still progress to the next step, which is sharing your value proposition. Hey, great. The reason for my call is I work with business owners and I help them to develop a successful investment plan and strategy, improve their decision making regarding investing. You could share 2 or 3 of these value points. Establish true financial freedom. Here's a small, soft takeaway after you share your value. But I'm not sure if I can help you in the same way that I've helped others, so I'm reaching out with a question or 2. Now you ask a couple of your questions. By the way, the question he asked was a current environment question. Are you working with an advisor today? You could see that really didn't go anywhere great, although there is a time and place to ask that question. I recommend you start out with some pain questions. How do you feel about your current plan or strategy? Do you currently have a plan or strategy for investing? Do you feel like you know what to do regarding your investments? Are you aware of your different options? So some great pain questions there, conversation starter questions there. Again, remember, I'm not trying to sign this guy up as a client. I'm trying to sell him on a conversation. These are great questions to, if not start a conversation, identify a reason to start talking. You could progress to some current environment questions, or you could jump straight ahead to your current environment questions. Are you currently working with an advisor today? How long have you been with them? How's everything going? How happy are you with the returns? Then you can progress to some pain points. Ideally, you're trying to identify pain based on asking pain questions. But if you don't really identify that things could be better, you could skip to just giving some examples of pain points. Oh, well, sounds like you're doing pretty good over there, Michael, but a lot of business owners I work with, they often have challenges with, they don't have a good plan or strategy. It can be difficult to know what to do. It's difficult to achieve financial freedom. If I could ask you, are you concerned about any of those areas? And so now you're just checking in and you're trying to see, you're giving them a last chance to say, no, everything's great, or I don't know, or everything could be better. Now we're going to start to talk about me. You'll notice that this guy started out the call talking about me. This is who I am. This is the company I'm with. Our call script basically has that at the end, and hopefully you've created a little bit of interest and identified a reason why this person should be interested in talking to you. And this is where you can say something like, oh, well, based on what you shared, it might make sense to talk in more detail. And the reason why is I'm with this firm and we basically provide financial planning, investment advice, retirement planning, portfolio management. And you could share some more details about your company there, but that's just a quick example. And then right before you go for the close, something great to do to create a little bit more interest and also establish credibility, you could actually share a name drop example of another customer you've helped. So this is where you could say something like, and I actually worked with another small business owner, and we worked with them to develop a new investment plan and strategy. Not only was I able to improve his return by 17%, but I also decreased the amount of time that she had to spend managing her investments. But I tell you what, I've called you out of the blue. I'm not sure if this is the best time to go into all these details and discuss this. Do I have a little bit of interest on your side to talk about this a little bit more? So then you could get a little bit of a response from the prospect, or you'd go straight for the close. Are you available for a brief 15-20 minute meeting where I can show you some other examples of how I've helped other business owners to generate more income and achieve financial wealth? Are you available Tuesday or Thursday morning? And then at this point, if you could do the instant meeting, and if the prospect is available, you could try to close for the instant meeting with, or are you available to continue talking about this now? It would be 15-20 minute chat. If you're available now, I could actually send you a screen share link, and there's just a few slides and information that I want to share with you. So you're basically closing for the appointment. And the important thing here is we are not closing to secure a new client. We're not closing to share our proposal. That would be closing for the explanation step. What we are closing for here is to simply talk more, and that is the C step in the ICE sales process. Now, if you think that is helpful in any way, if you get a couple tips out of that, you can return the favor in us providing those tips by liking, commenting, sharing this video, subscribing to our channel. If you want more help, then what we provide is the SMART sales system. This is everything I've shared with you here today is part of the SMART sales system. And as I mentioned already, I believe that the best sales tool that a salesperson has are the words that come out of their mouth or the words they put into emails and what they say. And so our whole approach is to help you to improve sales and improve your sales results by building a strong sales message, improving your sales messaging, and also helping you with how you respond to questions and objections. And we teach response tactics, and that is the SMART sales system. So that's what SMART stands for. And we believe that by improving all of that, you will become a smart salesperson. You will communicate better. So not only will you give a better impression and appear smarter, but you will actually make better decisions, not only decisions on what to say, but decisions on what prospects to pursue and what prospects to walk away from, what opportunities to invest your time in. So you'll actually become a smarter, more confident salesperson. We call it the system because we don't just throw out, tips that are difficult to implement or that are complicated. It's an actual system that you can follow. We actually tell you exactly what to do with creating your sales message, and what to do with your sales process, and what to do next, and what to do when a prospect says this, and what to do when you pick up the phone. And it's an actual system. It's actually outlined in our book called The Smart Sales System, and there's a chapter for cold calling, a chapter for sending emails. And so you can get the Smart Sales System on Amazon. If you want to buy our book, that's great. But the good news is, if you are just not ready to spend any money and take that step yet, you can actually access the full Smart Sales System training methodology on YouTube for free. There is a playlist where we go through and provide a presentation on each chapter of the Smart Sales System. So it's actually kind of like an audio book. I mean, if you didn't want to buy the book and you just wanted to go through the playlist on YouTube, that would take you a long way. I personally think it would be good to have the book in parallel with that, so you have something on your desk that you can flip through and put notes in. But we give a lot of our training away for free, and the reason why we do that is that we provide a software platform called SalesScripter that completely aligns with the sales methodology of the Smart Sales System. The software actually helps you to build your sales message, and it uses your sales message to fill up a library of scripts, email templates, and you also get CRM functionality and email automation functionality. Basically, our business is selling subscriptions to our software, so we give away our training to you for free in the hope that if you love our training and you fully adopt and get on board with our training, then you'll really probably want to use our software, and it will really help you to fully implement our training. And then we also provide professional services as well, in terms of sales consulting, sales coaching, to basically help get you going, help get your sales message created, create your sales scripts and whatnot. That's pretty much it. Go to salesscripter.com if you want more information, and we hope that you got some good tips out of this video. See you on the next one.